Hey there, folks. We are live again, walking. This time in Stillwater, Oklahoma. I'm out of town. I'm down here for an early morning recording session tomorrow morning, so I thought I'd come down and get a hotel and walk the streets of the old stomping grounds. Well, yes, it's the home of Oklahoma State University. I spent, I moved here in 1984. I was here till 91 and then came back to teach. So I spent probably about close to 20 years in this town. I'm going to see how well I still know it. So let's get it turned around. We're going down what they call the Strip. This is the Washington Boulevard, known as the Strip. It's all the clubs and barns and the barn. Bars, I should say. Little places to eat, little nooks. The Burger Barn here on the Strip. We're going to vlog from Stillwater tonight. Hi, Brandon. Welcome back. Good to have you in the chat. Looks like lots of live bands going on tonight. Here's some pool being played in there. There's some student housing back there. Basically, we're on the campus of Oklahoma State. We're not officially on the campus. This is the Strip. It's the clubs and the bars and places to party, but we're close to the campus. We'll be on the campus before long. Some familiar places, some new places. Still the Strip. Still the same vibe it always had. There's a sushi bar. That is not the vibe it had when I was a student here. We didn't have sushi bars. There they are with chopsticks in hand, folks. People in Oklahoma State sweatshirts and t-shirts talking in the sushi bar. Bagel Cafe, also something new we didn't have. But we did have the Dupree Sports right there, catty corner from me. That was there. And Willie's Saloon ahead of me. I did a gig at Willie's Saloon once with the one and only Garth Brooks. No shit. I played with Garth Brooks in this little place called Willie's Saloon back in 1986. 1986, folks. Right here, right where I'm standing. None other than Willie's. Established 1974. Well, there you go. This was the place. We also played at a place called Tumbleweeds, which is outside of town, not down here on the Strip. But we played Willie's, and that was 86 fall time, right after school started. I subbed in. Drummer was a friend of mine. Subbed in on bass for him. Upright bass, no amp, in there. Slapped the living shit out of it. Tulsa. No, we're in Stillwater, Brandon. We're in Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of Oklahoma State University, walking around my old stomping grounds tonight. I've got a recording session early tomorrow, so I came down and got a hotel room so I didn't want to get up and drive at 5:30 in the morning. So I came down the night before. The Dirty Rooster, that's new. Murphy's, J.R. Murphy's was here when I was going to school here. That's old stuff. Again, this is Washington Avenue, also known as the Strip. Fuzzy's Tacos, that's been around a long time. That's been around a while. Fuzzy's Tacos. It was hot, apparently. Right up here is a place I used to work, Kinko's Copies. I don't think it's a Kinko's anymore, but I used to work here. Down here on the Strip. I think it was right here. Yep, that was where it was, but now it's outdoors for a little bar. They took it down. Across the streets, one of the Alpha Gamma Rho, I guess sorority house, is on the Strip now. That's new. Man, things have changed a lot down here. The Hello Gorgeous Salon. Open at this time of day, giving haircuts. Now here's where Kinko's was. It was this building right here, where Insomnia Cookies is. I used to work here. Did the night shift. It was a 24-hour Kinko's. People always needing copies made in college, and getting those reports printed and everything. Getting those papers done. They'd come see me at 3 in the morning and print their paper. Those were the days. This guy just, okay. Where are you going? This is a new building. I see coffee. I have no idea what it is, but I see coffee displayed there. some kind of student union kind of thing. I mean, it's not the student union, but union-ish. It says coffee. I don't know what it is. It says on front, Hall of Hope, grounded on grace. Okay. It's campus ministry, Wesley Campus Ministry. There you go. Parking garage, still where it was. Looks a little better than when I was around here. This is nostalgic, folks, for me. This is seriously nostalgic. Coffee, again. You can go in there for coffee. And up ahead of me, you can see it with a big old outdoor display, is the new music hall, the new music center. When I was in school here, and when I taught here, this building didn't exist. They built it after I left. We had the Saratine Center, which we're going to go by over there. But this is the new music hall where I'll be tomorrow. We'll be recording in here. Tonight, we're just going to take a walk around. It's a nice wide open space. More fun trivia. My oldest, my son, was conceived right on the grounds where this building is. We lived in a little house right up here on the corner of Hester, and I think this is 3rd, or University here. 3rd Street, University Street, same street. And we had a little house. I'm going to show you exactly where it was. It's right where the building is. And that's where we had my son, my oldest, right here. So it's a little nostalgic for me that this beautiful McKnight Center for the Performing Arts was built right on the grounds of where I used to live when I was in graduate school here, after the Air Force, after I came back. So yeah, it's a little nostalgic for me. Now there's this huge performance hall. Look at these steps. This is like serious stuff here, man. This is major construction. Lighted handrails, stadium style steps, so it's wide open. You can go right in there if you want. I don't want. It's wide open. You can go right into the atrium there. The Lou and Jim Morris box office. And the School of Music is in the back of this. That's where I'll be in the morning. Recording with some trombone players for a upcoming competition. Again, I didn't want to drive at 5 in the morning to come down here, so I came down the night before after work and I got a hotel room. And so now we're doing a walk from Stillwater. Looks like there might be some students out down there, but I'm going to keep going this way. More of my old stomping grounds. Actually, right about here was where our house would have been. Right off the corner. See right there, University and Hester. House was right about here, maybe a little farther inside there, about where those benches are, those little chairs. We got all the different variety of food, drink spots all around you, Brandon says. Only thing we don't have is a good barbecue joint. We got those here, man. I say we, they have them here. I don't live here anymore, but they have good barbecue here, my man. All right. Let's keep on walking. There's the Alumni Center up in front of me. Let's go that way. Let's go over here, get the crosswalk, get the walk sign. We'll see more of this tomorrow, but I'll do a morning walk after I'm done recording. Cross University at Hester. Well, that thing talks a lot. What you're going to be recording, a couple pieces with the trombone studio for some various, I think, Big 12 competition, trombone festival competition things, whatever they want me to. I just sit down and play piano, just play what I'm told. Let's see, there's the Alumni Center in front of me. We're going on to campus now. We're officially on the OSU campus, the outside of it. This little building ahead of me is Bennett Chapel, where we used to have recitals all the time. What you gonna be recording at? Mostly hand them at 3 pieces. It's the big one for tomorrow, I think. Probably be doing some Defy, a couple of kids playing that. And the rope arts trombone concerto, and I think some, what's the other one? I can't remember. Some things, but yeah, Bent Memorial Chapel. This is completely unchanged from when we used to have recital hour here. Man, those were the days. I had to walk over here with your instrument. And there's no parking anywhere, so you had to just walk from the Saratine Center way back there. Look at that. Old stuff. Here's Ashelyn says, stop interfering with my show. You've done it twice now. Learn your lesson for, I don't know what you're talking about. No idea what you're talking about, sorry. So let's keep on walking into campus here. Let this truck go by. I'll let him get out of my way. Again, that's the Alumni Center up there. Student Union's up ahead of me. This person's going away. I have no idea what they're talking about. This is the Journalism Center, Journalism Building. I used to go in here when I worked at KOSU. When I was you could call it a DJ, I guess. I was what they called a board operator for KOSU, the NPR station here on campus. Oh, well, there's someone actually attending a parking garage. You never see that. Yeah, and it's still the Paul Miller Journalism and Broadcasting Building. This is different. This little overhang here wasn't there. But I would go in right here. Had a key, had to have a key to get in. And I'd go in here, right around the corner is the elevator. As you can see in there, right where that water fountain is, you go around that corner and there's an elevator right there up to the 3rd floor, and that was KOSU's floor, the whole 3rd floor. And I would run the board. Those were the days. That was a good job for a college kid. All you had to do was pretty much start the show. Everything was on reel to reel back then. Started at the top of the hour. You had to do like an hour. What do they call it? Basically, had to say you were listening to 91.7 FM KOSU, Stillwater, Oklahoma. It's a station identification. FCC would require once an hour. We'd do it at the top of every hour. Even in like live orchestra program, like a St. Louis Symphony be on, and you'd have to pot it down a little bit. You're listening to the St. Louis Symphony on 91.7 FM, KOSU. That was it. There's the side of the Alumni Center. Done some fun stuff in there. Back side of the Paul Miller. Yep, you can see that 3rd floor window. That's KOSU. And there's their tower. Oh man, that brings back some memories. That was when I was an undergraduate. That was like 1988. I think I got that job. It was fun for a while. I was so irresponsible. I didn't show up for some shifts and stuff. Wound up getting fired. You can't just not show up for your board op shift. I was so irresponsible in those days. Didn't take anything seriously. Here's the back side of the Student Union, the old part of the building that I remember. They've really upgraded the Student Union since I went to school here. And various buildings around. We're on campus now. I can show you some different buildings where I took classes. This to my right is Gunderson Hall. That's where all the English classes were. All the freshman comp and stuff like that. Student Union here to my left has really been upgraded a ton. Look at that. Big glass windows. That's very different than it used to be. Big patio areas, big dining areas. We all don't take things seriously at that age. Yeah, I was particularly bad about that. That is one of the engineering buildings. I had some class. No, this is just called the classroom building. It's a classroom building, and I had some gen ed stuff in there. Psychology, just, gen ed stuff, biology, that kind of shit. Business administration is right there. That's the College of Business Administration. And again, this is Gunderson Hall here. That's where all the English classes are taught. Or at least was. I mean, all of this might have changed. I'm talking from a perspective when I was an undergraduate here. Now it says General Academic Building. So the business school moved out of there. This is now, yeah, still Gunderson. Still Gunderson. Terribly boring building. Gunderson. In the middle there's, well, let's go that way. There's a little building called Old Central. It's the first building that was established on the old Oklahoma A&M campus. It's the first classroom. And it's still here. I mean, I guess it's been renovated, updated, because, it's from 1911 or something sick like that. Business administration for what you don't want, for when you don't know what you want to do with your life. Absolutely. Absolutely. Old Central, we used to have rituals in there, the band fraternity and the Phi Mu Alpha, the music fraternity. We'd have our band rituals in there and haze our pledges in there. Those were some good times. Those were some good times, folks. With 4 people watching, I doubt anybody knows what I'm talking about with Kappa Kappa Psi or Phi Mu Alpha, but we held our rituals in Old Central because it's a spooky old building, but certainly historical. I mean, that's all the windows and everything are just like they were, and I want to say it might have been like 1908. It's old. But all they've done is keep it standing, really. And that was the first classroom building. There's historical stuff in there, And here in front of me, folks, is where I spent the vast majority of my time in my days at Oklahoma State, the Saratine Center for the Performing Arts, which is, now that they've built the McKnight Center over there, is, I think it's been pretty much left to the theater department. I doubt it's open. I doubt we can go in, but we'll see. There's some theater stuff. I used to music direct musicals here long ago. I doubt anything's up that I would have been involved in, and I doubt the door's open, but we're going to try it and see if we can walk through. Yeah, it's all locked up. Not surprising. It's a Saturday night. Why would somebody be wanting to go in the Saratine Center? The Vivia Nail Lock Theater. That's the main theater stage. And we had the, what was the main music stage called? I can't remember. It's just called the concert hall, as I recall. The concert hall. But I don't know what it's used for now. They do all the concerts over in the McKnight Center. There's the old choral room. Wow, I wonder what it is now. This would be the old choir room. Spent a lot of time singing in choir in here and taking classes in here. It's just one of the bigger classrooms, but we had choir practice in it. And it's still full of chairs. It's the old choir room, folks. Man, that brings back some memories. I was in that room lots of time in my young life. My local town is super old. The university itself has many old buildings. Yeah, I just find it fun. Here's the other side of the old choir room. Keep doors closed during all rehearsals. I guess they still do some singing in there. They're doing rehearsals. No exit. That's where the music library was for the choir. Crotchrot asks, hi Crotchrot, nice game. If you have all this education, why did you go to work for AutoZone? I've been working in auto parts ever since I got out of the Air Force. I needed a part-time job when I was in graduate school, right after the Air Force, and started driving for a Napa store there, and it just kind of stuck. I grew up in my dad's two-car garage. He was a mechanic. He owned a business. So I was a gearhead, and I liked auto parts stuff, so just kind of took to it. And music's always been there. I've always worked auto parts, even when I was teaching and everything. Didn't pay very well. Over across there's Morrill Hall. That's a just general education building. Spent some time in there, and the art department's over there. I work for AutoZone because it's good money. I enjoy my work. I'm very good at what I do. And I couldn't really make it in music. It's difficult. I taught here for 7 years, and I made about $12,000 a year as an adjunct professor. Think about that. $12,000 a year is what I got paid, with no benefits, no health care, nothing. At the same time, I was making $35, $40 selling auto parts. I only had to be here a couple hours a day, but I was here every day teaching. That was the old music office, music where the department head had his office, and these were all faculty. Yeah, professor of theater. This is all theater now. Wild. But that's why I work for AutoZone, because it's steady and it's good money, and music as a career is just very difficult and didn't work out for me. Take you to some other fine places. There's another, the house I used to live in is torn down. There was a big white house across the street over here from the Saratine that had 5 different apartments in the building. I lived in 4 of them. I lived in 4 of the 5 apartments. But now it's gone. They tore it down. It's a parking lot. There's that's the door to the back of the Saratine Center Concert Hall. I wonder if we can see anything in there. Oh, there go the chimes. It's 8:20. That's weird. There's some theater equipment, props, lights, all kinds of. There's some stools, stuff for doing shows with. Nothing terribly exciting. That's the backstage area of the main concert hall. Again, there's the art building, the Bartlett Center. The art and sculpture and visual arts, essentially, I guess they call it now. This big empty lot in front of me on the other side of the street is where that big house that had 5 apartments in it was right there, but it's gone now. It's just a parking lot. That sucks. A lot of memories there, man. Lots of memories in that one. College bar. This used to be, what was it called? We played lots of concerts here. There's a little atrium in the back, kind of a beer garden area. Jazz band would play over there all the time. It wasn't College Bar, though. It was something else. It was named after a Civil War general. What the hell was this place called? I can't remember now. It was a neat little place, though. We had some fun there. Oh, well. It'll come back to me later, maybe. Walking around. Oh, it's part of this. This is Eskimo Joe's Clothes, where they make the t-shirts. Joe's Clothes. And here's for Pete's sake, official OSU apparel. It's just another place, because we're getting close to the stadium and the sports area, and there's going to be places selling gear, OSU gear. And around the corner here is the one and the only Eskimo Joe's. We're not going to go down there because I want to kind of stay on campus, but it's right there. You can kind of see the sign where the Coca-Cola is. That's Eskimo Joe's. Talk about your little hole in the wall. I played lots of gigs in there too. I gigged in Joe's lots of times. Way too many times. Good old Stan, the owner of Eskimo Joe's. This guy's stopping for me. Thank you. Can't remember his last name. Stan something. There you go. There's the main plaque. Oklahoma State University. We're there, folks. We're in Stillwater. Showing the sign, Vaughn. Show the sign. He says I never show the signs. The garage, that was one of the campus bookstores. Right here, that's where you went and bought your books. Now it's a burgers and beer place. The garage. Huh, that's weird. I guess people get their books online nowadays. Let's walk this way a little bit and then we'll turn back into campus. And yeah, I don't know what that was, Blue. I just kicked them out. I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. How am I interfering with anybody's show? I don't even do anything anymore besides my own little walking streams here. And welcome, by the way, Blue. I don't have any idea what they were talking about. I said I didn't know what they were talking about, and they said, yeah, yes, you certainly do, or something. Like, okay, you're going by. Somebody just trolling me. I don't know. There's a church down there where there used to be a apartment complex my sister lived in when she came here before I did. It was her place that she always lived on the corners. Casa Mia, I think, was the name of the place. Now it's a church. It's a Catholic church. They have mass and everything. It's for the Catholics. Weird people being weird. Yeah, Brandon, I really didn't want to bring any attention to it. And if you can see up ahead of me, it's hard to tell at night. Maybe we'll come back by tomorrow when there's light, but this is the Oklahoma State football complex in front of me. Boone Pickens Stadium. If you're into that college sports thing, well, there it is, folks. It's pretty impressive. There you go, Boone Pickens, right there on the side of it. It's pretty massive. When I was at school here, it was less than impressive. And that's in front of me is Gallagher-Iba Arena. The basketball court is right there at the end of the street. The football stadium's there. They're connected. So that's kind of the sports complex, and the baseball fields are farther down. There's a whole sports complex behind that. Lots of stuff. Here's the ROTC building. Didn't really spend any time there. Yeah, that person doesn't even have a show. There you go. It's completely weird. I don't want to talk about weird people coming in making weird claims. Anyway, ROTC right here, you can see the military equipment. There's a plane over there. Air Force ROTC is here too. Army ROTC, of course. Thatcher Hall, there you go. Thatcher Hall, Military Science and Aerospace Studies. College of Arts and Sciences, Army ROTC, Air Force ROTC Detachment 670, or Army ROTC Cowboy Battalion. There you go. Thatcher Hall, folks. Home of the ROTC. Let's see. But thank you for checking that out for me, Blue. I appreciate the trivia about the weirdo that came in and posted. We're getting deep into campus now. As you can see, there's it's a big school. It's a serious high-level university. This is not podunk. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Something on the order of 30,000 students here. It's not Big Ten big, but it's big. This is the Donald Reynolds School of Architecture building. There you go. Looks like an architecture school, doesn't it? Well designed. That was not here when I was here. I mean, there was an architecture school, but it wasn't in a place like that. Everything's so nicely labeled. Everything's so nicely lit up. And there's more of those little scooters you can rent. And they're orange here. Amazing. Imagine that. The scooters here are orange. If you hadn't figured it out yet, the school colors here are orange and white. Or orange and black, really. Orange and black. And white. Of course, there's white on things. But mostly orange. Orange is the big deal. Anyway, if you're just joining, we're in Stillwater, Oklahoma today. Showing you some of the Oklahoma State University campus. I came down here early. Well, I say early. I've got a recording gig here in the morning at 7:30 a.m. and I didn't want to be driving. I didn't want to have to get up at 5 and take a shower and get in the car at 5:30. So I came down tonight and got a hotel and said, hey, I'll go do a walking stream. I'll go down to the strip and walk around campus. Maybe some people will enjoy that. I don't know. It's something a little different. We'll do a walking stream tomorrow after I get done recording too. There's the edge of Boone Pickens Stadium. You can go in down there. The edge of it. We're going to keep walking into campus here. I'm not sure what anything is down here. It's all so new to me. Here's a native plant corridor. That's interesting. Let's check this out. These things are kind of lit. Native plant corridor. I wonder if anything's labeled. We'll see. There's some interesting plants. You know, getting close to winter, so things aren't growing much, I'm sure. Two-time national champions. Grant Award in University and College Grounds. Large. Landscape services. That's impressive. OSU's won awards for its landscaping. That's kind of cool. This is the native grasses area. That's cool. We've got some more classroom buildings back here that I probably won't recognize. They're probably new. Let's see over here. Engineering South, that was here. I took classes in Engineering South. I remember it well. Looks different here, but that part looks like the Engineering South I remember. And this, I'm assuming this is probably Engineering North. Would make sense. It says College of Engineering, Architecture, and Technology. There you go. EAT. E-A-N-T. EAT. College of EAT. Which used to be called Engineering North. Don't get lost. Yeah, I won't get lost. Hey, look. More bells. They go off at 20 after and 30 after. Probably has to do with class schedules. Classes start at 30 minutes after the hour and end at 20 minutes after the hour, so they're letting you know class is over. Kind of cool. Old colleague of mine, Dr. Gerald Frank, was the organ teacher here, the organ professor, programmed all that stuff. Didn't program all that stuff, he played it, recorded it on the carillon up there. And now it's just a tape, but it's an actual physical tape that he recorded that they play. This is the library, folks. This is the place, the OSU Library. World renowned. I bet there's people in there studying. And I bet they don't want to be disturbed, so I'm not going to go through there with my camera. But, over there, I'm not sure what that building is. It's a pretty impressive glass structure. I don't know what it is, but this is, yep, it's still the Edmund Lowe Library. It was when I was here. Hasn't changed a bit. People in there having fun, studying groups. They're there late, folks. I mean, I think you can get any time of day with your student ID. You gotta swipe your ID at the door. I think it's 24-hour access to the library. Don't get lost, says Brandon. I won't. Yep, there you go. And there's the sign, Edmund Lowe Library, Lib. We'll go around front and I'll show you the fountain. There's an impressive fountain on the front of the library. There it is. Edmund Lowe. Plenty of bicycle parking and scooter parking for you. There's physical sciences. I don't know that was here. Nope, I need to go one more. That doesn't go through, I don't think. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Side of the library. I'll show you the big, all those bell sounds you were hearing were coming from the carillon on top of the library. It's an impressive sight. I have no idea what this building to my right is. We're going to find out when I come through, though. It's the one next to the library. I still can't tell. I don't see anything on it. It might be home ec. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm not going to walk over there to find out. We'll figure it out later. But there's the more entrance to the library. I think you can put your student ID in there and get right in. Some folks just coming out, been studying. Hi, Jeff Spicoli. Big library. Yeah, it's huge. Welcome to Oklahoma State. We're vlogging tonight from Stillwater, checking out the library. Gonna walk down that way, give you a good sight of it. Something going on down here, some lights or something. We'll see what's up with that. I'll give you a full view. Here's the fountains. Fountain's all dried up and turned off. That's a shame, because it's usually pretty impressive. Right up here. It's the big fountain area, but they got all the water out of it. Oh well. Oh, American flags, okay. American flags. A whole field of them. OSU honors thousands of fallen soldiers every year as part of Veterans Appreciation Week. There you go. You could scan there for more information. If you want to back my video up and scan that QR code, you can find out what's up with the Veterans Awareness Week celebration here. There's a lot of flags out there, folks. And I do mean a lot of them. I remember walking through here a lot, going to class somewhere down here when I was a student. That's the old part of the student union up ahead of me. And right back to the strip where we started. I'm going to turn in here and give you a full frontal of the, we're going to go one more actually. Give you a full frontal of the Edmund Lowe Library. It's very impressive. Very impressive. Here's a statue. And hi, Jeff Spicoli. If I didn't say hi, I'm sorry. How's the little suit going? We got Henry Bennett. There you go. President, Oklahoma A&M from 1928 to 1951. President Henry G. Bennett. During a near quarter century as president, mobilized the energy, the talents, and the financial resources of the people of Oklahoma. That's impressive stuff, man. He's responsible for a lot of this campus. Henry Bennett. Okay, we're going to turn here on this sidewalk. I'm going to give you that view I've been bragging about because it is impressive. Here we go. Turn to the east. We're going to look back to the north. Get ready for it, folks. If you're watching, here it comes. The Edmund Lowe Library, straight on. There you go. It's a pretty iconic site. Brandon says anything about Vaughn recently? Go watch Nats and the Pizza or Fat Photog's channel. They got all the latest on Vaughn. Yeah, he's been making videos. He did a thing with J-Dubs today. So yeah, he's still doing stuff. I'm kind of it's a very impressive building and an iconic site. It represents Oklahoma State University. It's very unique. You don't see a lot of libraries that look like that. But anyway, I'm kind of sick of Vaughn. I'm going to try to get away from Vaughn content. Let other people talk about Vaughn. I'm tired of it. And I just get clipped to death when I do talk about him, so I'm not going to anymore. At least for a while. I'm tired of it. Tonight we're going to talk about Oklahoma State University, and we're walking around the campus looking around. And the back side of the Student Union building, we saw the front side earlier. We can go right up in there and see the shops and stuff. This was all here when I was here. They added on to it. So it's strange. It's still strange to me how much they've added on to it, but they've really made it nice. Plaza, here we go. The Plaza Corner Cafe. These were all classrooms, and I mean there were some little eating places, but the Student Union's different than it was. And it's open from 6:30 a.m. to 12 a.m. It's a wide open. Let's go see what we can find. Here we are in the Union, folks. Not much open. So you can see the shops are closed, but you can walk through it. So that's kind of cool. Shake Smart. This is self-order stuff. That's kind of the main lunch area. Mambo Italia. There's all kinds of little places. Union Express convenience store. I think this is the bookstore up here. Or the university store. A place to watch TV.